Indeed, you've seen the commercials. Oh, you need Indeed. And they're a job placement firm. And they have an online platform. They help people find work. And they help employers find employees. They've been doing studies on this, obviously, because they're a huge player in the industry today. And they say burnout is on the rise. 52% of employees are experiencing burnout last year, which is up from 43% pre-COVID. Okay, so we're looking at a 20% increase from 43% to 52%. 53% of millennials said they were burned out pre-pandemic, and they remain the most affected population with 59% experiencing it today. However, Gen Z is now neck and neck at 58% reporting burnout, up from 47% in 2020. So let me give you an example myself. Now, 4 of my kids transferred college during the 2 years of COVID. Now, obviously, in our household, we had lots of conversations that they weren't just making emotional decisions. They weren't just in reaction to something. There is no question. And a lot of people, a lot of kids in school, a lot of kids on college just weren't having the traditional experience. These kids were they were in dorms doing school online. And dorms are not meant to be lived in 24 hours a day, okay? They're just not. They're never the most comfortable things in the world. And so we talked it all through, and I think in our case, all 4 kids made good decisions from a longer-term perspective, but we wrestled through it all and had lots of long conversations into the night to get to that place. So I'm not saying if you made a move, it's a bad decision. I endorsed my kids all transferring school, but those feelings were very strong, and my kids would fill in the Gen Z. Now, the baby boomers show a 7% increase in burnout. Now, more than 60% of baby boomers are currently retired, with another 20% retiring in the next 3 to 4 years. So, it'd be fair to say they have maybe more of their ducks in a row financially. They have less pressure on them. Usually they have some form of retirement set up. And so, but even with that group, they've gone from 24% saying they were burned out prior to the pandemic to 31%. And at 54%, again, half of Gen Xers are currently burned out. And I'm just in the Gen Xers, thankfully. I made it into that group, which is a 14% jump from 40% who felt that way just a year ago. So it's coming hot and heavy. Now, again, burnout's been around for a long, long time. A phenomenal book, which is Burnout, How to Beat the High Cost of Success. And that was written in 1974. The phrase burnout was first developed by Dr. Herbert Freudenberger. And he was the guy who developed the phrase burnout, and he wrote on it in 1974. And he said it was the extinction of motivation or incentive, especially where one's devotion to a cause or relationship fails to produce the desired results. And so he said it was just an overall lack of motivation. James Pennebaker, who's a social psychologist, said burnout is a bone-tired, soul-tired, heart-tired kind of exhaustion. Are you hearing me out there?